Today we're talking about disappointment, GT bosses. What is this category? I don't understand this category. Guys, why the hell aren't the Android 17 slash Hellfighter 17 cards on this category? It does not make any sort of sense. Of course, you get the duo card that goes into Super 17, but I guarantee you, if this card was alone, just standalone Android 17 and Hellfighter 17 that doesn't fuse into Super 17, this card would not be on GT bosses. I promise you guys, because if we go ahead on over to Androids, we pull this up, and we scroll all the way down to Hellfighter 17, and of course, Android 17 from GT. Guys, guess what? I mean, example A right here, example B right over here. We pull these two up, guys. Hello? Why are they not on GT bosses? Why couldn't this team just be GT villains rather than just be like just GT bosses? Because we have GT heroes that includes essentially every goddamn hero from GT. Right? So why the hell is it called GT bosses? It's not fair, it's stupid, it's dumb. This category does not get any sort of love at all. Last buff this category got was the 17 card, and why the hell aren't they GT bosses leader? Why? Example A, example B. These two are not on GT bosses. So we're not going to count them as GT bosses, but you're going to go ahead and count the duo card that goes into Super 17 as a GT boss. You think shit is sweet, Dokkan, huh? So, I mean, guys, we look at them. It's like, do we really need a Join Forces leader? That's 200% leader skill to androids? Really? Like, Join Forces androids? Like, come on. Cut the shit, guys. Come on. Why do we need a Join Forces leader slash Target Goku leader? I mean, Target Goku and androids, fine. Target Goku, I'm fine with that, because that category needed a new leader for a very long time. But GT bosses, they could have easily made them a GT bosses leader. It's like, it's so just stupid, especially since you don't have the Android 17 and Hellfighter 17 cards on GT bosses. We're not done yet though. Going on over to GT bosses, what androids options do we have, right? Let's see, scroll on down. In LRs, all we have is the LR free-to-play androids, that's one. Tech, there's none. Int, there's none. STR, there's none. And as for physical, I mean, you do have the LR physical cells, that's two. And you have the LR androids, that's three. But guess what? LR physical cells not particularly that great of a unit anymore. The LR androids are complete ass. And then the free-to-play androids are pretty, they're, I mean, off meta content, they're beast, but like meta content, they're meh, right? It's like, just take a look at all three of these options. They're not particularly the greatest options. And of course, in Superclass, there is none inside AGL. There is none in... No, let me just double check AGL. Yeah, there's none in AGL, right? There isn't, okay. There's none in Tech. There is none in, I would say, Int, because technically this is a Join Forces LR that's not on androids, right? Yeah, they're not androids. And STR, none. And then in Physical, none. So you have three androids LRs that are on Join Forces. Did I miss anybody? I didn't miss anybody. Okay. Yeah. And then we go on over to the T-Wars. It's like AGL, none. Of course, you have the T-War to the LR for the LR androids, which you're obviously not going to use. Of course, you have the Tech androids, which is obviously really nice. But it's like, is the Tech androids the best character to have on their team, too? Guys, hey, it's something. Yes. It's like the Tech androids, that's one. You have 19 and Jiro, that's on the 200% leader skill, which is cool. That's two. And you also have, who else? You have the, what's that? It's the 14 and 15. Yeah, sure, I guess. You have Dr. Mew and Dr. Jiro. You have 16 and 18, but 16 and 18 is not that great. They only look good right next to 13, and then these guys are pretty solid at best, right? So it's just like, guys, what? And you have, of course, Android 8, Android 17, and what else? I'm not going to keep on talking about these options. You guys get exactly what I'm trying to push. I'm pushing the agenda that you do not want this card to be a Join Forces leader, Dokkan. This is for you, Dokkan. Why did you make them a Join Forces leader? Because we take a look at Join Forces leaders. You know who's more valuable than them? LR Metal Cooler Boys. Because they have a far and away, way more valuable leader skill. Because for Join Forces, guess who's on their 200% leader skill? You have Vegeta and Trunks. You have wait, no, technically no, you don't have Vegeta and Trunks because now you're saying I lied. Don't forget Vegeta and Trunks. You have both the 8th years. You have both the 7 years. What? I don't even need to speak. I don't need to speak anymore. That's it. That's it. Both the 7 years, both the 8th years. Done. That's done. I don't even have to speak anymore. But I mean, hey, I guess they had to be a Joint Forces leader. So I mean, GT bosses, man. The last buff they got was clearly the Dokkan Fest Super 17. But the thing is that we're not going to get another GT bosses buff probably for a while. The next time we get a GT bosses buff is maybe if we get GT as like a Golden Week. But then that's it. That's completely unfair. Because, guys, we can easily get a GT celebration and this guy easy A's. Easy. Very, very easy. And then, like, we can get another GT boss celebration. Oh, one thing I wanted to say is that the cards from this fucker's event right over here. His event, I'm pretty sure his event has a bunch of cards that you can awaken. From your event, you have those, you know, the corroded body and mind, like possessed, I don't know, the trunks, the possessed trunks and stuff. Let me pull them up real quick. Where are they? We have you. Let me get you. Let me get you. Is there another one? There is. Give me you. Okay. I gotta prove a point here. I think it's just you guys. Okay. So, along with this guy's event, pretty sure, the Super Baby 1, guys, you can be... Just change the category to GT Villains. GT Villains! You know how many characters you can throw on here? Change the category to GT Villains inside a celebration. Go ahead and give this team a better leader. And then throw all these guys... No, not this guy, obviously, because he's already on there. But throw these guys on there with an Awakening and an Easy A. I just did your work for you, Dokkan. That's cake. It's like, hire me, Bandai, hire me. I know one of you guys over there, the little Bandai spies, and then you're watching me. Hire me, because I'm telling you, I will be out here making these crazy money moves. Nah, let me stop. I'm over here advertising for Bandai and Akatsuki. So, I mean, it just makes a whole lot of sense. Rename it GT Villains. And then give it a better leader. You can give it a crazy support type unit. Does this team already have a crazy support type unit? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Why are they not in the category? Why? It's so... What the fuck? Dr. Mew and Dr. Dro aren't on the category. What? What is this? What day and age do we... Wait, they're not androids, excuse me, right? Dr. Mew's not an android. They're on Joint Forces, excuse me. What? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't... Where are they? They're Joint Forces. It doesn't make any sense. Let me pull them up. Wow. Oh my god. I'm done talking about this category. I pretty much have said everything I had to say. This category is just... sadness. Now, you know what? Actually, I don't want to close out the video yet. A couple things I do want to say before I do get to, you know, my closing thoughts is that a good amount of the characters can get better cards. For example, we have an LR Omega that we can get for this category very easily. We can get an LR Omega that can be a GT bosses category leader. 200% leader skill to GT bosses. That's one. Two, we can get a Dokkan Fest Sin Shenron that transforms into Omega. Hello? Help out Shadow Dragon Saga? W? Okay. Alright. And he'll only be on like fucking like 3 or 4 category teams, right? Hold on. Let me get Physical Omega. How many categories would a transforming... they would only be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. I mean, but they will be a crazy ass card. You make an LR Omega. You make a Dokkan Fest Sin Channel transforms to Omega. You make a new Meta Rodo. Why not? like a transforming Hyper Meta Real, that'd be fire. That's 3 options already. Make a Dokkan Fest, baby. Why doesn't baby have a Dokkan Fest? Why? This is asinine. Why doesn't baby have a Dokkan Fest? But Super 17 has 2 technically, and an LR. Ooh, that's what? All right, I'm done here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next video, and I love you all. Peace.